Wow, did you see that when I slammed the... The truth about the Instant Pot is that it is a pressure cooker, a rice cooker, and a slow cooker all in one. But they came along and called it an Instant Pot, put some kind of a computer chip inside, and then everyone in America needed to have one. Oh, hi, Andy.
What do you think about this?
I live in a studio apartment. I don't have space for this. That's my. I find it very hard to believe that one device could be like the superlative machine.
Right.
Each category.
Right. And if that were true, we would all just have one friend.
Right.
This is a printout of the user manual. It has a lot of images that, if you just flip through, appear to be the same image over and over. So that, I think, is really all you need to know. Today, I'm going to show you this polenta recipe that takes a 40-minute cook time down to 9 minutes. So I don't know if this is just meta or narcissistic, but I'm going to make my own recipe from Bon Appetit magazine. It's Polenta Cacio E Pepe. Here it is. Okay. This says use me, so I will use it. Okay, so the other thing I really like about this recipe is that it has, not including salt and pepper, 3 ingredients. The polenta, the cheese, and the butter. And that's it. Then salt and pepper and water. It's like a dump and stir situation. Cover the pot. 9 minutes later, you have polenta. But no one wants to stand there whisking for 40 minutes. I mean, like, that would be something Andy would do, right? You would 40 minutes. Yeah, stirring for 40 minutes. That's like your perfect activity.
That'd be amazing.
Aside from the pressure building up itself, the entire mechanism is about time and temperature, like it is with anything else. I have found from using both electric models and stovetop models that a stovetop pressure cooker will get hot a lot faster, but then have to stay nearby and set your own external timer. I'm really happy that my first pressure cooker experience was with an electric pressure cooker, because it just was like set it and forget it and go about your business. So that's where you have to decide, like, what kind of a person are you? I switched to a stovetop pressure cooker because when it was cooking, it was taking up room on my counter. So the ratio for the polenta that I'm using is 1 cup of polenta, 4 cups of water. All right, this was the overage. Good thing I had this manual. 4 cups water. Cacio e Pepe just means cheese and pepper. Cacio is specifically sheep cheese. You can make this with Parm or Pecorino. Pecorino is salty and a little bit more funky. If you don't like sheep smoked cheeses, or it's too salty or funky, or you can't get it, just use Parm. I'm also going to season the water with salt. And the very first thing is pressure cook. See, this is what's confusing to me. The thing underneath that is soup/broth. Well, I do both of those things under pressure. So that right there is like redundant. Don't need it. Meat/stew, also a thing that you would do either by slow cooking or pressure cooking. So why do you have to make a different button out of it? It just confuses people. So pressure cooking on high. Your choices are going to be high or low. How many minutos? Delay off. If delay was on, it would be like, this is all set up. I'm going to go to the movies. 20 minutes before my movie gets out, I want my pressure cooker to start making polenta, because when I get home, I'm going to eat a giant bowl of polenta. That's when you would use your delay. And then the other thing you have to check is this little steam valve. You have to make sure that the valve is set for the steam to stay in when you start cooking, and then later when the cooking time is done, you can let the steam release, because the steam's going to come up, it's going to hit the top of the pot. Our special sealing ring is going to keep it in there. It's going to bounce off the top. It's going to get pushed back in, and then the pressure and the heat and the pressure and the heat is going to make magic happen, where water boils at a higher temperature than it does without the lid on. You don't need a manual for this. It says right here, turn to seal, press to vent. So you want it sealed. Instant Pot beeped. Now comes the moment when all of the steam that has been built up inside has to get out. You do have to watch out for steam, because steam can burn you. So don't put your hand directly above the steam valve. When it is venting, just go to the side. So turn to seal, press to vent. Ready? Sure hope it looks like polenta. It looks loose and watery. Doesn't look anything like the picture in the magazine. And you're like, this woman lied to me. Not true. Everything is fine because the grains are cooked. I whisked it together. It looks like polenta now. I'm going to add some butter. Just going to throw the cheese in there. And this is just a riff on the classic pasta dish, spaghetti cacio e pepe. So I just took the same flavors, and applied it to polenta. God, it's good. For a skeptic like me who runs away from viral sensations, trying out the basic pressure cooking function, which is a personal passion of mine, it did a great job. So if you have your Instant Pot, get going, release of pressure. That's what we all need anyway, right? That's what we need in our life. Just release a little pressure, let the pressure build up, then release it. At the end, you get to have polenta. Genius. It's a very long manual. You can make yogurt. I don't want to. I want to buy a yogurt.
Carla, man, this might be a series. I hope you do actually like the Instant Pot.
I do.
I want to see more of it. Oh, sorry.